Single mistake you're probably making as a speed user. I've been running speed for over a year, so I've picked up a lot of bad habits myself. I've corrected them, and I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do the same thing. But before I start the video up, make sure to check the link in the description below. We're giving away a ton of stuff, so if you guys want to get in on that, feel free to join. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. Let's get right into it. Mistake every speed user makes is mindlessly throwing out moves and expecting to kill your opponent. I'm gonna be honest, speed doesn't take much skill, and at lower levels people can abuse speed to gain elo super fast, because at that level people don't really sweat the game and they don't know how to properly counter speed. But once you start progressing in elo, you'll notice that just mindlessly throwing out your moves won't really get you any wins, and you'll start losing a lot more. People in this elo know how to block, parry, and dodge your moves, so what happens is when you just end up spamming and running around, you'll end up losing all of your Ryatsu and you'll just lose the match. The way to counteract this is to actually learn how people start combos with speed. So what I like to do as an example is Spectre Step, Feint into Fast Fang or Waterfall Dance. Most people use Fast Fang, and that means most people expect me to use Fast Fang right after. So what I do is Waterfall Dance, they get caught by surprise, I get a free combo starter, and after the Waterfall I can actually do Fast Fang, I can do Floating Strikes, I can do Dropping Fang, I can do whatever. It's another great example of people just straight up spamming their speed moves mindlessly. Look at here, I would have still countered him without Spectre Step or not because he didn't use it properly. The way you use Straight Step is when I fly step, you pop it, not when I'm just standing still, because then I'll just be able to counter it even if I react late. So remember, don't spam your speed moves mindlessly, and yeah, next section. Car sucks for speed builds because there is no way to regenerate Ryatsu as in Arankar. Quincy and Soul Reapers have Let's and Visor variants which lets them regen Ryatsu, and they also provide you with a Ryatsu and Rei bonus after you pop the mode. Arankar doesn't have this, so as in Arankar, if you're fighting a Soul Reaper and you're both low at Ryatsu, low HP, as soon as they pop their mode, they regain the advantage. It doesn't matter if you were similar skill level, similar HPs, whatever, you're not low, they regenerate their Ryatsu and HP if they have the variants, and they get a flat HP and Rei bonus. So TLDR, Arankar is unfavorable to use with pure speed builds just because any sustainable way of regenerating Ryatsu, and speed kinda takes up a lot of Rei. Even before speed got these buffs, I did play on Arankar and I did hit relatively high elos. I hit 200k back when people were still getting adjusted to the game, but at this stage of the game I don't think it's going to be possible to use Arankar and pure speed and hit a high elo unless you're just really skilled. So for the average player, I would highly recommend hopping off Arankar because I'm gonna be honest, it's just not good. Talking about the best speed move in my opinion, and I see some people not even using this, and that is obviously Spectre Step. This move is so unutilized that it's honestly criminal. So basically, Spectre Step is a move where you're literally just allowed to TP straight into your opponent and get free combo starters. After you pop Spectre Step, what you ideally want to do is feint into like Fast Fang or Waterfall, like I said at the start I believe. But what most people do is they just pop it normally without feinting and they think the move is trash. And as you guys can see in this clip, this guy's blocking. I know I do miss here, but generally speaking, a lot of the time that mix up does work. You can also pop Waterfall Dance into Spectre Step. You can freaking use your Adachi crit into Spectre Step, Longsword crit into Spectre Step, the Spalting crit into Spectre Step. Like you're not limited to Fast Fang, right? And that's one of the things that makes Spectre Step such a great move, especially if you're fighting runners. It gives you iframes and a free combo starter. Start abusing Spectre Step and using it a lot more, and make sure to get your feints in. They will start predicting your feints at a certain point, so then you want to just not feint. And what this does is it literally just plays free mind games onto your opponent. They'll start overthinking and you can get free combos in. So make sure to use Spectre Step, underrated move, it's super overpowered, and let's get right into the next section. A lot of obvious weaknesses, mainly being the Ryatsu drain, lack of damage on certain moves, and not a lot of combo setters. So when you're looking for an element or weapon to use with speed, you want to identify something that covers those weaknesses. So let me give you an example. My current build is Benin Hime, so this allows me to gain mode bar a lot faster by using the triple slash moves. Like each hit gives me like 2 bars of mode per hit. That lets me gain my Ryatsu and damage buffs in Visored a lot faster than most people, and that's already an inherent advantage over your average speed user. The range moves also compensate for my lack of combo starters, because if somebody's playing super passive and doesn't want to let me get close, I can just hit them with my slashes and they aren't able to do anything. I also have my C, which ties into a free time speed cut or even a free unseen blade. Another good example is the lightning Shikai. Lightning has a ton of gap closers which also stuns, so after I land like my lightning dash move, I can immediately pop waterfall dance or fast fang, and landing the moves just becomes 10 times easier with the stun. And honestly, I can make an entire video dedicated to builds that work well with speed. I'd look for in a Shikai is just something that has a lot of range moves and something that doesn't drain too much Ryatsu, so you can combo start easily and you don't have to worry about running out of Rei. Because I know most Shikais obviously don't have the best mode gain, but if you can find something similar to Ben and Hime, then I would definitely recommend rocking with that. Anyways, let's move on to the next section. What I would highly recommend to do on speed is to hop on a pressure based aggressive playstyle rather than a passive one. If you're in base and you don't have Visored or Let's, I would highly recommend in that case maybe playing passive till you get your mode. But speed is a skill tree that is designed to apply constant pressure onto your enemy with moves like Spectre Step, Shredder Step being some of the best gap closers in the entire game, and moves like Waterfall Dance and Fast Fang doing a lot of damage and posture. So when it's paired up with the right element, as mentioned in the previous session, what you should get is a build like mine where I'm constantly attacking my opponent. So I'm Spectre Stepping, Shredder Stepping, my Benny Hime slashes, my Benny Hime C, and this allows me to apply constant pressure onto my opponent where they're never safe and they're never in a position to attack me back because the moves give iframes. And what this inevitably leads to is them making some sort of mistake, and that lets me land a lot of my high damage speed combos. So moves that are usually difficult to land like Waterfall Dance or Fast Fang are pretty easy to land like this, and then I just end up leading them into each other. So like Waterfall Dance into Fast Fang into Waterfall Dance, into Floating Strikes, into dropping, into time speed, all that. So just make sure to not play super passive as long as you're in your mode. If you're out of mode, then I can understand playing passive, but when you're in your mode, just flood everything onto your opponent basically. Like, don't be super like I mentioned in the first section where you're just constantly spamming, but like do it with a purpose kinda. Arrived to the final section of the video, guys, and all I really want to say is thank you for watching my video. I appreciate all of the support on my recent videos as well. I know my other video kind of blew up. This video was something relatively quick. I made this in like 1 to 2 hours. Tomorrow I'm going to be dropping another high quality video similar to that, and also if this video does well, I'll be helping you guys counter speed users, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been off speed. I tried Kendo for a bit, and not gonna lie, after these buffs, speed is kind of brain dead. So if you guys would be interested in a video where I teach you how to beat speed users, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. If you guys learned something from this video, also make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you did. Comment if you have any questions, because I'm always reading comments. Thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.